Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Heed Army podcast. We've got a lot of messages coming in. A lot of people already viewing. Get amongst it. Like Stuart Allen has just done this, but hi all, and we want you to get fully involved today. It's a big show. We've got Archie Mair joining us, Marcus Dinanga, and of course we've got legend that is Ben Clark joining us to talk about the foundation and about the Great North Run. So this is going to be a fantastic show, and also as well, love it or hate it, we've got a puffin update as well from Davy Steele. Davy Steele is actually going to be here. He's on the road. He'll be about 10 minutes away, and he's going to be appearing here. And if I move my head, you can see his camera there, where we'll be able to put him on screen. Here, look, he has his seat. I'm not lying. There you go. So he'll be there. But a little bit of housekeeping before we go any further forward. We'd like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Northern Print Solutions, and our partners at Patrick. And of course, you can see we're in our t-shirts here tonight. And subscribe as well, please do. Also as well, we've got the not the Dagon Red Bridge game, the Oldham game to talk about, so do send in them messages. So I'll bring in Mickey. He's sitting here looking beautiful. How are you doing, Mickey?
Thank you very much. I'm Kenny.
Good. Yeah, not bad. A little bit frazzled. My daughters went to war with the neighbour's daughter, so I've had to speak to the neighbours and keep everything civil. Love me neighbours, just my bloody daughter. Oh, there she is. You are in trouble? Hey, go on away. You know, before you can say hi before you start a war on here.
Hi.
Right, go. There we go. So there we go. Everyone's got their messages coming in. Look, we've got more coming in now. We've got Louise Dick, and we've got Craig Hilton, Charles Waff, who took a beautiful picture of us, Mickey. I've actually got it here ready to put up before the game. Oh, have I? I did. I thought I had uploaded it. I haven't, but I can get it on right now. 1 second. So I'll upload them. Charles Waff was on patrol before the game, before obviously I spoke to TNT Sports and made the bold prediction of total football. And, well, we'll see total possession, but we didn't get total football. There we are, Dan Ward. Look at him. He was buzzing to have his photograph taken with me and Mickey. So God bless him. He'll be back playing soon as well. So it was lovely to see Dan at the game. As I say, it's hard to know who we were supporting, but we all know who. Right, so as I mentioned there before, we are going to have Marcus Dinanga join us in about 10 minutes. So if you'd like to get any messages in for him when he comes on, then in turn Archie Mair at 8:30 and then Ben at 8:45. But Mickey, in front of the cameras on Saturday night against Oldham, I haven't got the highlights to put up because we've got a very busy show here. I didn't want to have all the things I've got going on the screen. Mickey, I would say the fair result, 2-2 draw. I know a lot of the Oldham fans thought we snuck it, but you look at the possession and stuff. I know games aren't won on possession and won on goals, but we were very much in that game, and I thought 2-2 was a fair result.
Battling draw, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought done well to come back twice. Got some good spells in it, and they showed why they should be up there. Why they're not up there, I don't know.
Norwood was an absolute handful, wasn't he? The ball stuck to him like glue. Not on the fastest. It wasn't blessed with the greatest of pace, but his position and strength was really, really good. And yeah, he should have been sent off. We got here. Great to see Alan getting some game time recently. Yeah, he was, in amongst it, but obviously replaced, and his replacement scored the equaliser, the first equaliser in Jordan Hunter. And this idiot got excited on the commentary and jacked on his like a kipper because I sent him a message saying I mucked up on the goal. On the goals, and I thought, he put up the highlights and it was the BT Sport, and I thought I've got away with that. And then he's went and done it on social media and put, did he get excited? He'd Army podcast. Swine. I mean, in fairness, so he got us back for that advert a couple of seasons ago when I was there, as if he was taking pictures of players. But yeah, and we've got here time to get the tequila out. Oh, I didn't know people drink with us. Is that because you're going to drink every time you hear the word puffin? Well, on that front, you can win a Heed Army podcast t-shirt, and a way to enter. There is rules though. You have to be at the game on. Yeah, you have to be at the game on Tuesday the 19th against Kidderminster. It's a size large, so bear that in mind. So as I say, this is the see what I've got on here. It's a size large. and it from our beautiful friends at Patrick. So if you'd like to win one of these and represent the podcast, please do. #Puffin. We've got a couple going in already. Look, there we are. People are flying into it. And talking of flying, of course, this weekend, people have in the past flew down to Eastleigh. But we'll get on to that a little bit later on. Norwood, good player, but dirty. I think everyone can agree with that. Norwood is built like me dad, but a cracking player.
Someone's worth 34 grand a week.
I know, crazy. I wouldn't have said so. Decent player, very good player, but paying that amount of money for someone with his better years behind him, to me, is a massive risk. We've got what's that? All you hear is ding dong, then get the door, Davey. No, I've left the gate up. My wife's in the garden ready to greet him to send him in. So we will have Davey here very, very short. I know. Oh no, look, I've got a can of Aldi's finest, other pop available. So I've got I've got them. They're all sorted, and also as well, there's other things sandwiches. No sandwiches. See, Mickey, people are saying turn your mic up. You're gonna have to speak closer into that mic. I did see you. We did know you were quiet beforehand. We don't know what's going on. Maybe turn that knob right up on the iRig. Hopefully that might help. And everyone's getting in here. There, look at that. So we are waiting our guests to come on. If you've got
how's that?
Oh, that's really good. There we go. Can you hear me better as well now?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's better. There we go. Mickey's he's super loud now. It's great. So loads of people enter the competition. Trust the next he'd play at a score as well, of course. Hogan, great player. But as I said to you, Mickey, afterwards, why didn't he play with that grit again when he played for us? He played great. Don't get us wrong. Very good player. I was sad to lose him. But that fight he had in him on Saturday evening, he was well up for it, wasn't he?
I think he's trying to prove a lot of people wrong because he keeps getting a load of flack off the Oldham fans.
Right.
I think he's trying to prove a few people wrong. He was lucky. He was another one who was lucky not to get sent off. Mm-hmm. I've got the utmost respect for the guy. He's a really good footballer. Me personally, I just think he's got to wind his neck in a bit.
Yeah,
but I mean, he's up against his old club. If you can't be fired up against your old club, you're never gonna be, really. So
exactly, it's the way it happens, more than often than not. I'm just going to turn your mic down at my end a little bit, Mickey, because you went from one extreme to the other. But there we go, great. We've got Ask Archie. Well, we'll get into them questions later on. Do send them in. As I say, massive thank you to everyone that tuned in, because we were expecting to have quite low numbers for the commentary on Saturday. Of course, you had Oldham had their own commentary there, and of course it was on the television. So for the people that stuck with us, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. And as I say, thank you to Jack McGragan for stitching us up on social media with that. Also, this is quite funny. I seen this just before we came on Twitter. It's nothing Gated related, but Volos have terminated the contract of Dominic Kozliak, who joined the club in July. The reason is because he conceded a penalty in stoppage time and they lost 3-2 to AEK. Volos' release statement was, "We don't wish him best in the future, but he will certainly be remembered."
Yeah, it's a bit harsh.
That is horrendous, isn't it, for a statement? So it must have been, I can imagine that could be, as I say, it must have been quite the sending off. Yeah,
must have been some big Barney in the dressing room afterwards as well.
Yeah, and so we've got a message. I was in the Schooner beforehand. Loads of Oldham fans were in there for the match too. Great to see. Yes, support the Schooner. They're always supporting the club. And someone's put, is Panny injured? He's coming back. There's a lot of pictures on social media of him back in full training, and hopefully we'll have. Say I've been calling him Harry Potter because I said he's putting some magic in them shots in training because he curled one past the keeper. So his new name's Harry Potter. So got Panny is back, and so is Magni. So keeping it going there. Right. So what? Well, I'm gonna tease you with something. Okay, I'm gonna flash it. All right. Oh, nearly seen something there. Oh, There we go. Right, you'll see that later on. I don't know if anyone will guess what that was. But Mickey, before we go any further, there is a birthday to a lovely lady that loves the podcast. And he's warming up. He's warming up. It's like Pavarotti and his
I've
people.
already sent her a birthday message today.
I know, but she's
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Liv Walden. Happy birthday to you.
there we go. Everyone wish Liv a happy birthday in the chat as well.
21 today she is, plus VAT.
Plus VAT. She's only 22, Mickey. How are you? Some people have some people are guessing here. I don't know if you're right, but we'll have to see. And people are still entering the competition. Lots of viewers tonight. Just before we have Marcus join us shortly, and Davey, he's en route. He got caught in traffic around Edinburgh. My mind just went blank. If you would like to win a Heed Army podcast polo, it is this #Puffin. I mean, it was 20 people, and remember, you do have to be able to pick it up in person from the commentary desk at the match on Tuesday the 19th. And say Gateshead on the road going forward, but we will get into that. And apparently, Boiler Sports, but I just sold my car to Marcus Dinanga. I don't know how true that is. So there. What kind of car is that? I'm not sure. Are going into it. How will you know if you have won? Well, it'll pop up on the screen. That is this here. When we click it, it will bring up your face on here, and that's how you'll know if you've won. So there we go. We got happy birthday, Liv, as well. There we go. And there's other people having a little guess. Mick Scully's put the mute back on Mickey's mic. And Scully, we've got to get Scully on the podcast. Let's say, and also as well, we're going to open it up to people as well. If people do want to come on, you're going to have to contact us, and we'll arrange it. We're not going to have a free for all like the Oldham one. I don't know if you've seen what happened to them when they put the link out and let anybody come on, but we're not going to have that happen. And also as well, Jay for Safe, I know you're eager to win. You've put Puffin 20 times, only one. It doesn't matter how many times you do it, you're only going to be counted once. And Mark says, Super Conti messaged me saying he still loves the Heed. Well, isn't that great? And Jay for Safe has put, you're the next Whitney Houston. So there you go. But yeah, so we will be joined by Marcus shortly. So if you would like to send in your questions now and get them ready, I can favorite them in my chat facility here, so I'll be able to see. But before that, as I say, in case we've got any new viewers, we'd love you to join us on social media. So do follow our socials. I think we might have a Davy Steele joining us very shortly. So yeah, someone's put Conta return. I don't think that'll happen. He's just signed for Grimsby and he's doing well. And Mr. Looks put he was on the Latix phone in on the podcast. Oh, nice. Well, I heard there was a Gated fan on. Someone was telling us. So we've got some messages coming in, and of course, we want you to send the messages in as well later on for when we have the other guests coming in. Yeah, as I say, and also as well, if you're just joining us, there is a Puffin update of a Puffin release. I know there's a lot of people sick to death of the Puffin, but you know it's got you all sitting here waiting. But
I don't know about that, like.
Yeah.
He's here, just parked the car in the wrong garage. So
all right, okay. We'll just had an update. Davy Steele is nearly here. He'll be joining us shortly. But our man of the moment, our guest is here, Marcus. Hello there. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. Look, Marcus, before we go any further, are you aware you've got a fan club of two little girls that love to see you score goals?
Yeah. Boss just told me.
Yeah,
and showed me pictures.
We've got a little video here.
Gateshead's got the bear. Gateshead's got the bear. Dinanga.
We go. You've got your own song there, and also as well, we've got something for you. And I'm going to give you the next game. We've got the Dinanga bear.
The bear. Yeah.
Number 9 on the back there as well. So there we go. I'll get that to you at the next game. My wife knitted that. She was up till 3 o'clock in the morning to get it done in time for the show.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But a belated welcome to Tyneside. We didn't manage to get you on last season, so I see you're fully settled now and enjoying it up here, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so far, obviously they told me that it normally gets cold here when it really gets cold. So I haven't experienced it yet, so it's not too bad. So
yeah,
why do you all think you're going to cross the equator when you come to Tyneside?
It's everyone that says it up north. It's freezing and whatnot. The boys have told me even in training, it'll be like around the December time, you're going to be wearing all sorts for training, and I'm just thinking, it can't be that bad, surely. But we'll find out.
It'll get
Marcus,
nippy.
it gets that cold. Geordies might wear a tank top to go out.
Yeah,
That's how cold it is.
Yeah, ladies might wear a shawl to go out. I'd say it's when you came in, it was a kind of a signing that was a bit under the radar. Nobody kind of expected it. But you hit the ground running. That must have been really good for you for settling in.
Yeah, I felt a bit pressured, to be fair, because how it all happened, and it happened like literally overnight. Because I was meant to go on loan elsewhere, and obviously I chose to leave permanent when I left Oldham. So, and obviously we ended up getting all the papers sorted, and I was in by Saturday.
Yeah.
From like Thursday. So it's and obviously it was the whole thing about where the club was on the table, and I was worrying and thinking that I probably won't get that many chances, and if I don't score, it's gonna be more pressure. And and to be fair, I was happy that I ended up getting the first goal, and then I started getting a few in. So yeah.
I mean, you seem to slot in really well into the style of play that we've got. And then once we got on that run towards the back end of last season, it just kind of felt inevitable that you're going to get about 10 chances a game the way we were playing.
Yeah. Even at one point when we'll be playing teams, and they'll be saying things like, "You guys shouldn't even be down here. Like, how are you guys like bottom 3 or bottom 5, whatever." And yeah, even the football that we were playing was ridiculous at one point. And credit to Mike, and bringing all these the signings that he's made around February and towards the end of the season. And yeah, we just gelled as a team, and and obviously we're trying to carry it on this season.
Yeah, we've got a few questions coming in for you from the viewers. First off, Marcus, you're the absolute goat. Second off, where did the motto "Feed the Bear" come from?
I don't know really. I just always liked bears. I know it sounds a bit weird, should I say? And
just look, you're not telling us, Marcus.
You're not one of these furries, are you, that like to dress up?
No. You would think I'm actually a hairy person as well, but I'm actually not. So honestly, I don't know how.
Can you prove that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I just woke up one day and just said, "Listen, I'm going to be called a bear." And I went in and told everyone, "Listen, feed the bear. Like, just feed me the ball, and I'm going to get results, and I'm going to score goals."
You caused a bit of a stir though in pre-season when the kits were announced, and we've got here. Hi, Marcus Whitwell. What was it like doing a photo shoot to unveil the kits? You look like you've done it before.
Yeah, you know what it is. My missus does modeling, so I ended up doing a shoot with her, and I always thought about these JD models, and I always think they always do similar poses. So I thought, I'm gonna just replicate that, and yeah. So
yeah, I
thought he'd been looking through Kay's catalogue.
Oh yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. So yeah, it's amazing stuff. We've got some more here. We've got 1 second. Marcus, what's life been like since you've moved up to the northwest? I'm guessing you've settled it.
Yeah. It's been really good. I really feel at home. I know the area now, so I don't need to use my sat nav everywhere I go.
Yeah.
It's obviously a nice place to be at, because obviously you got the beach as well, so you can always go to the beach. And I'm from Birmingham, so it's like it's not really, if you don't go town, or if you don't go to the boring, you got nothing else to do really. And here it's like you got so many things you can do, and it's nice. I like it. The people are nice as well, to be fair.
Yeah, some of us are. But
Yeah.
I'll quickly read out this one before Mickey asks a question. We've got has Dan Byrne come out of your pocket yet?
Oh.
From
yeah. I've let him out now, so yeah.
Yeah,
I would dine on that for about a year.
yeah, that was a good one. But I'll let Mickey ask some questions.
I was looking on your Wikipedia today, and you've been to a few clubs on loan.
Yeah.
What was the turning point? I mean, I know you said it was a whirlwind, but what made you decide to come to Gateshead?
Yeah.
Other than the signing on fee and the extra money.
That played a part, but because obviously I went on loan to Hartlepool when I was younger, and obviously I didn't do the best there, and I thought, I kind of always liked it up here, and I just thought I'd give it another go, really. And obviously I ended up scoring 3 times against you guys last season, so I thought, definitely you guys would definitely take me. Yeah.
We've got a question from Mick Scully. He's put, who were your boyhood heroes growing up, and have you always played as a striker?
No, I used to be a left winger when I was younger, and then I used to like Ronaldinho, Eto'o, Drogba, and then after I became a striker when I became a scholar, when I had a scholarship. So yeah.
Fantastic. And
at Burton with Ben Fox.
Yeah. Ben Fox. Yeah,
I noticed
he was my age group. Yeah.
He scored an absolute belter for us when he was on loan from outside the box.
I remember. Yeah, he came on loan to Gateshead. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
he's a good lad. Him, to be fair. Yeah. I done my whole scholarship, and I done 3 years. He probably done 4 or 5 years there.
Yeah,
after,
he did, yeah. Is he at Northampton now or Grimsby?
Yeah, he's at Northampton.
Northampton, yeah. We've got a question here. What's your goal target for this season?
I'm just trying to go past the 20 mark, to be honest, in the season. I think give myself the best chance, and to be fair, the more goals, the more the team's going to be in a better place. So, and obviously trying to get in the playoffs as well. So 20 goals minimum.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
We've got of course, have you heard the chant about I sold my car to Marcus Dinanga?
Yeah. Someone messaged me on Instagram sending me the song, and I kind of like that one.
It's a strange one. We've got someone here. Do you still speak to Peter Kioso? Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. I've got him on Instagram, and I've still got his number and stuff like that. So yeah, we speak sometimes.
And we've got a message here from Stuart Allen as well. What would be your ideal partner to play up front with?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody. You know what it is? It sounds a bit crazy. I think because I've played alone for a long time now, and playing with someone else is like I'm not used to it anymore. So it's I just rather when I'm there by myself, I can do my own thing, and no one's gonna be on my way or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm selfish, so I want to score goals with myself.
Oh, well.
I like that. I like that in a striker who's selfish. I really like that in a striker, and I like a little bit of nastiness as well.
Not too much.
I mean, I'm not expecting Marcus to get sent off, but
I don't. I've never been sent off, so you don't need to worry about that.
Don't be famous last
like
word.
a little bit of centre half now. You're there, and if you have to nip, punch, and use the dark arts, then feel free, Marcus. I'm not telling you.
I mean, obviously you play up there by yourself, but you're surrounded by players that make the runs either from the wing back position or in midfield behind you. And I mean, you seem to have a plethora of options at times when you turn around to hold the ball up, and then you knock it out wide, or you've got Ollie or McBride sitting there, or even Ed Francis Whelan when they're fit. It must be nice to have those options when you turn around.
Yeah. I think the formation, honestly, it's one of the best formation in the league that we're playing, because obviously you always got bodies around and in around the midfield, because that's where the ball's going to be mainly. So having them boys there, and it just helps me. It makes my job much easier, to be honest. If I don't have no one around me, I look crap. So yeah.
So if you're selfish, how did Werney manage to get that ball out your hand for the penalty?
Listen, I was. You know what it is? I was a self. I was. It didn't really feel like it was my day that game because I had the keeper had a heavy touch that game, and I tried to get there. I couldn't get there. I hit the crossbar. And then I just thought, you know what? It's not my day. Sometimes you just gotta look at it, and man, Werney wanted it, and I wanted Werney to, get off the mark. Although he scored before, but yeah.
But the assist for the third though, you must have been happy. One.
Exactly. Yeah, and I said to him after the third goal, I said, "You owe me 2 goals."
Yeah,
said, yeah, it's gonna return the favor. So
that is a typical striker.
Yeah,
that
exactly. Then to be fair, he did return the favor against Woking next game. So yeah.
But have a word with him about them pink boots, though. Oh, we've got to. Are you the sort of person that can put a missed chance behind you, or does it play on your mind during the game or after?
I think sometimes. I think it's probably sometimes you'll probably play on my mind for a couple of minutes. But I think if I'm getting them chances, then I know that there's more chances to come. To be honest.
Yeah. And
I think it only hurts when I know that that's probably the only chance I'm gonna get. But in our team, you're always gonna get more chances.
Definitely. But so we've had a running theme of when we've asked players who they support. We've got a message here. I'm gonna put it there. Who did you support as a kid? Was it Liverpool by any chance?
Impossible.
Oh well, that's good.
Because we just don't make it busted. We're just saying Liverpool fans.
Yeah. So who was your boyhood team?
Chelsea. Yeah, Drogba.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, he was quite the player. I remember I first noticed him when he played against Newcastle for Marseille, and he tore them apart. That was many moons ago. We've got here. Do you have a good relationship with Rutledge and Chadwick? Is it competitive?
Yeah. I talk to everyone. Honestly, I have no favorite. I talk to everyone. I banter everyone.
Yeah.
And if you ask Aidan, he'll probably tell you. So some people might take it, it's a bit of because obviously 2 strikers and whatnot, but it's all just a bit of banter for me.
And we've got this. So how did your footballing career start? Where did you? Well, you mentioned there Burton Albion. So where did it go from there?
I was at Warsaw when I was younger, from like 13 to 16, and I got released. I didn't get my scholarship. Then Burton ended up picking me up. I had a scholarship for Burton for 2 years, signed my pro. Then went on loan to Hartlepool, came back, went on loan again. Well, signed another year, another pro, and then went on loan again, came back, signed another pro, and things like this. And then I'm here now. So
fantastic.
A couple more years, it's been a lot of downs, and now it's going back up again. So
that's good. Let's hope it's on the upward turn for a long time. Tell you what, we have got our other host here. He's come in. There we go. There he is. He's made it. He's got off the island. You got down here, right, Davey?
I'm doing well. Yeah, coming down the A1. Although I have just spilled a pint of water over myself. So sorry,
on
Davey.
the settee as well.
Sorry, Davey.
What's he like? It's all right.
You see what you've done to this lad, Marcus?
Yeah, you've made him.
You've got him so excited.
Have you got a question for Marcus?
Not at this moment, no.
Not at this moment. I put him right on the spot.
Yeah, you really have. Yeah.
I'll change the camera back onto me. But no, as I say, we've got a few more questions here before we let Marcus go. So we're very thankful for you coming on tonight. We've got here question for Marcus. What do you think your top goal? What do you think the top of your most goals for us? So what's your favourite goal that you scored for Gateshead?
I think I kind of like the Yeovil one. I kind of like that one. The tight angle, and plus I think after that game they were finished. So
yeah,
was it a cross?
It was. I think that was.
Was it a cross?
I think that was Panny's one. I think that was.
Yeah. We've got
there's an undying question we'll have to ask before we go any further. Chocolate in the fridge or the cupboard, Marcus?
In the fridge or the cupboard? Oh, it has to be in the cupboard.
Oh no!
Well done, Marcus.
It makes sense. Why you don't buy chocolate in the fridge?
Marcus, I got my wife to knit you a bear, and you've come and done that. I would say we've got a couple more questions. Say, Marcus, who puts the bins out? Do you put the bins out in your house? Because I know at Archie Mair.
Yeah, I put the bins out. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. And the final one. Who's the best player that you've played with?
Oh,
What's that in training?
Nah, he's no good. Him.
There's a fine tomorrow.
I don't know actually. I don't have anyone that would say like the best player I've played with. Samir, what was his last name? Samir is it Koffenberg or something like that?
Yeah.
He played for Aston Villa. I played with him at Dartford, and he's Carruthers. That's his last name.
Oh yeah,
Carruthers.
yeah.
And he's special player. Very good.
Oh, great. Well, Marcus, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for coming on. Sorry it took so long to get you on.
That's okay.
Well worth the wait. And let's say, actually, someone put a message. Are you travelling tomorrow to get down to Eastleigh?
Yeah, 8 in the morning.
Are you stopping off for a training session halfway down, or?
Yeah, I think we're stopping down there. Or I think it's in Nottingham actually, or something.
Yeah,
we're stopping and training, and yeah.
Yeah, well, we've got a message there from.
What's he called at your initiation?
Me? No, I don't have to sing.
Oh, that's
there's a few of the boys.
You haven't bottled it, have you?
No. I've sang last season.
Oh, that's all right. Just before we go in,
I thought you'd bottled it for the minute there, Marcus.
From your fan club, they did send some pictures as well. They've got Gateshead got the bear, Dinanga. They've got your song written down there, and then they've drew a little picture of you there, Dinanga. So there we go. That was from Tabitha and Poppy. So yeah, let's say they're really good.
They normally at the game, right?
Yeah. The most of the games that can get to. So, but if not, they're listening in and from afar. But as I say, Marcus, thank you very much, and we'll hopefully speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.
Thank you.
Good luck for the weekend, bud.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Well, we have Archie Mair waiting in the wings, but we've got Davey Steely. He's made it down. There we go. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. That was a good interview, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's a nice lad. And we know we've got a nice lad coming up as well. We've got to say that because you've seen the size of him.
Yes. He's also Scottish, isn't he? So,
he doesn't put the bins out. He throws them.
Oh, my goodness. Which part of Scotland, though?
Oh, well, we'll be finding out. Don't you worry. He's from Aberdeen, actually.
Loving the bear, by the way. Look at this.
There we go.
Look at this.
They will be available to buy later.
There wasn't enough wool to make an Archie Mair one.
God, could you imagine the length of it? It'd be like one
of them scarf things, them draft excluders.
But there we go. Hang on, I tell you what, we'll bring the man in himself now. Archie Mair, how are you doing?
Good, thanks, guys. How are you?
Oh, fantastic! You look even bigger on phone. I say, Archie, welcome to the podcast. As I say, we like to try and get all the lads on that have come from different parts of the country to try and make you feel more welcome in the northeast and things like that. But you seem quite settled now, and as I say, we've heard about Bingate. Has that been resolved in your house?
It has, yeah. We've got a strict rota now for all the different jobs in the house, so it has been resolved, yeah.
Oh, good. I'd say for the people that weren't at the talking last week, of course, you spoke about how your move to Gateshead came about and why you joined us. As if you could just recap that.
So basically it came about I heard last season, during the season, Macaulay Langstaff kind of said to me, it must have been about March or something like that, I think Bust, the assistant, had said to him that there were maybe a bit of interest in that. And then when Ed came back at the end of the season, when we were in the playoffs as well, he kind of mentioned it to me then. So I kind of knew from then. And then, kind of just going into pre-season and that, things kind of picked up in that and kind of found out more about it and everything, the way we kind of try play and all that. So it was appealing to me, and that's how I ended up coming.
Yeah, and you mentioned the style of football appealed to you. You seem to have really say grabbed it with both feet, so to speak. You've got no choice because it's at your feet. But as I say, you're very comfortable, in and around your box, but also outside the box. You kind of sweeper keeper. I think it's probably a way to describe you at times. And also you can pick out a pass right through the middle. It must be refreshing for you to have that. The belief from the manager to let you do that. Oh, he's froze. He's still there. Oh, we've lost.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear us?
No, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, I was just saying that. Obviously, that you play in and around the box and very comfortable outside the box. It must be quite refreshing to have a manager have the belief in you to give you that freedom.
Yeah, exactly that. I think it kind of gives you confidence in that, and there's definitely been things that we're still working on and trying to get better at. It's certainly not the finished article now. Every week we're going to try to analyze things and watch different teams and that, and learn from it. Relationships between me and the two sitting midfielders, my centre backs, and things like that. So it's good having that trust and everything, but it's not kind of just a case of on you go out there, kind of just make it up as you go along and play. We are trying to implement different things in that, and it's definitely still a work in progress.
Yeah, and so you touched on this at the talk-in the other night, but Archie, thoughts on playing for Gateshead so far and your ambitions for the season?
Yeah, I've been loving it so far. Like, kind of as we touched on, the way that we kind of play in that, I really enjoy it, and I think the group of boys and everything like that, and the management staff have all been brilliant with me. I'm enjoying living in the house with a group of us as well. So my time at the club, has been great, and I think going forward, we want to finish as high up the league as possible. We kind of want to be in and around it come the end of the season.
That message is quite apt there. Is Booty playing with the Wi-Fi again?
Game last week.
Yeah, we've had a couple of little freezes there. Someone's asking, is Booty playing with the Wi-Fi? Yeah.
Probably. Know what he's up to.
Yeah, we've got apparently Ryan Brown would like to apologise to you. Apparently he sold you on Football Manager 18 in a save with Aberdeen. That brings us on to where you started.
I'll let him off.
I hope you went on to bigger and better things when he sold you, and that you didn't get the full of what you should have been.
Where did you start your career? Sorry, go on.
So I started at Aberdeen when I was there from the age of 8 until I was 18. Came right through the youth system there, and I was in 2 years. It's like what a scholar would be in England, kind of like a YTS. So I was there for 2 years, and then I moved down to Norwich when I was 18, and I've been there for the past 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah. And we've got one from the club photographer, Charlie Woff. He's put, Archie is the first keeper in 4 years I've taken pictures, making full-length saves, not just collecting crosses. He is so good. So there we go. Your photogenic, Archie. Did you know that? I mean, we spoke.
I didn't know that. No one's ever told me that before, so I appreciate it.
We spoke about Marcus and his modelling, credibility that he's did there with the new home shirt. But see, you're the action shot man. That's where it is.
Yeah, well, it's quite funny you say that, to be fair, because when we were doing the photos for the club things and that, and I heard you having a joke about my height and that, we had it set up in one of the changing rooms, and there was a big white sheet, and I actually had to get down on my knees to fit in it, or the roof and the top of the lockers were in it, and that's no word of a lie. So you'll see in the photo I'm leaning forward a bit. It's because I was on my knees.
Oh, wow. Well, we'll find out all the juicy bits here. I'll put it back to Davey. Have you got any questions for Archie?
No, I just going just back to last season. I mean, obviously your penalty saves in the playoff final, that must have been a career high, or one of your career highs, was it?
Definitely, yeah. They stand out. I think, it'll be hard to top. There's nothing that's came close to it, really. In terms of individual moments, just that, kind of, it was 15 minutes, I think it was, from start to finish. But yeah, and the week after and things like that, the feeling, I think it'll be hard to come close to that, to be honest with you, because it happened so quickly and the way it was. So it was definitely a career high so far.
I mean, obviously I know you're only on loan at Notts County, but a lovely way to leave a football club on the up and being the hero as well. It's you couldn't ask for a better scenario, could you?
No, exactly. Yeah. I think my time there I was only there for 6 months, but there was good and bad with it. It kind of didn't start off great. I kind of got in and played a few games and that it was looking better, but like the club and the group of boys and everything, all I wanted to do was get promoted with them and that. So the way it ended was, it was unbelievable. I couldn't have asked for a better way for it all to happen. And everyone was great with me there. And
freedom of Nottingham. Do you have to buy a pint again if you go back to Nottingham?
I'm not sure. Depends what side of the city, what fans I meet, to be honest with you.
It depends if he's out with Macaulay and Ken. You probably have to then.
Yeah. But that was it. We've got another question. Was McBride on his knees because he's leaning forward in the photos as well?
Probably not. I think he's just got bad posture.
Oh, that's what that is. If anyone else has got any questions apparently Archie, you look great in pink. You suit the pink. Is it your
Cheers.
first pink?
Enjoy it. I don't mind it, but a few away fans have given me a bit for it. I think at Dagenham I was getting quite a bit for the colour of it, but I quite like it.
Oh well, the score rectified that.
Exactly.
What's it like working under Mike and Busted? How do they compare to Luke Williams?
I think they're obviously brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. They've similarities in some things and obviously differences in others. I think in terms of Luke Williams, he tended to take everything almost himself and that. He obviously had background staff who helped with little things, but the majority of it was just him. I think Mike, the gaffer, and Bust are kind of more of a pair, so I think you get bits from both of them, which is really good because sometimes bouncing things off one person can be a bit difficult, but if you've got a pair, then it's almost easier because there's more things. But all three of them, unbelievable. Probably definitely the best ones I've worked under in my career so far. So they've all got brilliant bits about them.
High praise. We've got a question here from Lewis. He's put, hope you're well. How are you finding life on Tyneside opposed to East Anglia? Don't be like Marcus and say that you think it's going to be absolutely freezing up here, but
From Aberdeen.
Exactly. The weather's not too bad. It was too hot down in Norwich, to be honest with you. So it makes a nice change, taking a few degrees off.
Is this a healthy medium?
But no, exactly. Just halfway in the middle. But no, I'm really enjoying it. Like I say, we've got a group of us that are living in the house and all good boys and that. So that's kind of helped me settle in so quickly. We're all kind of new here, apart from like Ed and Wheeler. We're obviously on loan for the second part of last season, but everyone's kind of moved up and we're all in the same boat. And we're really enjoying it. The area and things as well. We all in the house, apart from Connor, play golf and that. So we've managed to get to a couple of golf courses on days off and things. So it's been really good.
Oh, fantastic. And boys, have you... Oh, sorry,
Archie, seeing as you're playing more outside your box, are you one of these keepers that thinks he's going to be great up front and five-a-side with the lads?
100%, better than Marcus anyway. I hope he's still watching.
Oh, fantastic. And Davey, have you got one final?
Just asking about the ethos of being a goalkeeper these days, because obviously, expected more to play with their feet, aren't they? Did you see that coming through, when you were coming through the ranks as a youngster? Did you see sort of managers sort of encouraging coaches, encouraging you to play out more? Obviously we it's Man City, wasn't it, who was sort of the first teams to bring this kind of style in?
I think when I was coming through, it wasn't like, there was obviously bits in that, but it wasn't massively pushed. When I was at Aberdeen, when I was younger and things, I went to a performance school. So there's like 7 of them in Scotland. And in secondary school, we went there, and during the day we train every single day. So we'd miss a couple of periods of school and go and train, as well as doing with Aberdeen. And I think a lot of the time with that, I was training just with the outfield boys and things, so it kind of just came to me then. And I think when I was younger than that, I liked training outfield. So I wouldn't say when I was actually at Aberdeen and coming through and things, it was really pushed. I kind of just enjoyed doing it, and almost you kind of then start seeing some goalkeepers doing it on the TV and that when you're watching, and kind of think, oh, I'll give that a go. and playing in different ways. So I wouldn't really say it was massively pushed on me until maybe I was about 17, 18, when I was kind of allowed and encouraged to do it. I think before that, not really, but the first coach I had, Barry Robson, who's the first team manager at Aberdeen now, I had him when I was under 18s there, and he kind of really encouraged me to do it and kind of set the team up in a way that allowed me to do it. I would say before that, I was kind of just winging it and doing it off my own back. It wasn't really massively pushed or taught into us, really.
Yeah, well, so we've got our next guest waiting in the wings. It's been an absolute pleasure, but we've got a message here from Alfie Bowen. I don't know if you've read it. Tell Archie he's my worst enemy. The penalty saves ruined my whole season from a Chesterfield fan.
There we go. Unlucky.
Well done, Archie.
It could have been a lot worse. And also, as well, you've got an invitation to play five-a-side on Friday night. So if you fancy doing up your skills, if the gaffer will let you,
well, I'm not sure we're too pleased with that, but yeah.
But when you're telling me you scored a hat trick and you come away with man of the match, you might be impressed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Depends what I do on the Saturday, I suppose. But yeah,
and there is one more for a golf fan here. What's your handicap?
I actually just got it, so I just did my cards and that. I got it this morning. It's 8.9.
Oh no, sorry,
not too bad.
Your name a handicap.
All right. There we go. It can be. I don't know. It depends where I look at. I definitely get some stick with it, but yeah, it's fine.
There we go. Well, on that note, Archie, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you, and so wish you all the best. And as I say, keep doing what you do.
Cheers, lads. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Good luck tomorrow.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.
Another top interview.
There we go.
Top lad.
Lovely to have Archie on. Just before we go any further, of course, there is a competition to win. As you see, you've got the t-shirt there. Davey's got his on. Mickey's got the white one on. But if you'd like to win one, #Puffin, you have to be able to pick it up on Tuesday, the 19th, from the game. It is a size large. So if you want to win that, #Puffin in the chat. And then now we're going to be speaking to an absolute legend, a bloke I think that everybody loves. Someone's put here, it's time for Big Ben Clark. It certainly is. Here he is. He's looking handsome in the background. I can see him. There he is. Oh, look at that. How are you doing, Ben?
All right, lads, you all right?
Yeah.
Hello, handsome. How are you doing?
I'm canny Mickey, yourself?
Aye. All the better for seeing you.
Hey, that's some introduction, though, isn't it?
It is. I mean, you've got it.
Is it me or does he look like Pep? Did you?
Hey, I'll take that. Pep Clarkiola, I'm known as.
Won the double.
It is, yeah. I say, Ben, I doing fantastic work with the foundation. I'd like, because my children were going to go on one of the trips, but we got COVID in the house and we couldn't go to the Hall Hill Farm one. I've seen the photos because a couple of the classmates went. I mean, I don't know that's just one event that you've done. I see, was it 32 events that you did this summer?
Yeah, we've had 32 events through the summer, so we've been really busy. I think the backroom team, the trustees, Joe, Stephen, do a fantastic job in organising all these events that we've done. I think some people get lost with it, with just football, but it's not. We do loads of different things. Like you see, we've been to Hall Hill Farm, we've been to the Luminaire at Anna Gardens, the new outdoor play area, which is fantastic, really good. Jesmond-Dean, we went to Jesmond-Dean, which was really good as well. So we've been all over the summer, and it's been really good.
Yeah, I'd say it's been really impressive that what we've seen. I mean, they say that people just think it's like either football coaching sessions, but it's really reaching out into the community. And dare I say, put the foundation on the map this summer, especially with what we've seen happening in the local area with leisure centres going. You've really given an option to children in the area.
Yeah, I mean, listen, football's always my first love, and it'll always be a really big part of the foundation. We have a good relationship with the football clubs, our football club, the greatest club, I should say. So we do lots of football camps. So we've had the football camps through the summer. We've also done football pop-ups within the borough, which have been really successful, getting 60 kids turning up. It's been fantastic. The kids come 6 o'clock. Not 6 o'clock. That would be a long day. 8:30, 6 o'clock. So we look after them all day. Bit childcare. They learn some football. It's fantastic. We've done that. We've got other things. We've had breakfast clubs running through the summer, which has been fantastic. So done a fantastic job with that, and all the volunteers that come and cook hot and cold breakfasts. We've had some storytelling and some crafting things, which have been great. Julie does that. She's really good at her job, which has been well received.
Yeah.
Also, we took a group from Bencham to boxing, which I've really loved. I've been in Bencham for 2 years, and we've took them over to a boxing club over in Durham, which was fantastic. I mean, they wanted to get me in the ring leg, but I was thinking you weren't ready for that, like, lad. So, but no, it's been a really good summer, along with tennis. So I fancy myself a bit of a Roger Federer now as well. So we did some tennis at Saltwell Park. So it's been.
I would have went with Andre Agassi the way you're looking at the minute.
Aye.
Of course, on Sunday, you are running in aid of the foundation, and I've got 1 second. I have got this picture. I did have it lined up. Actually, did you watch the podcast the other week by any chance?
Oh, I did. I could have lied. I did, but I didn't.
We were doing AI images, putting a picture of somebody into AI, and it was about Disney. Well, it wasn't. It was Fairy Tale, and this is what you came up as. There we go. So
you having a laugh? I thought Shrek was going to come up there.
No. So obviously it was that image. Of course, that was you doing the Great North Run the last time, but obviously that was you as like a Prince Charming. So do you think your wife would like that one?
I think my missus would be happy with that.
Yeah, there we go. So, but of course,
that was Clarky when he was 18.
It was, yeah. It's out and about on the prowl. But you're doing the Great North Run this Sunday. God help you in that heat. Jesus, you picked the Indian summer's come at the right time, hasn't it?
Oh no! To be fair, it's a great event, and I've always wanted to do it. And last year I just couldn't believe how fun it was. I think it's a run. It's not for a runner, if you know what I mean. If you want to go and get a time, it's probably not for that. It's more of just going and enjoying the day. It's a fantastic day. I really enjoyed it, and so I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, it'll be hot, but there's plenty of water around, and there's some stations you can go and get cooled down in. So I'm sure I'll be fine.
Well, we've got a cheeky one from Josh Ewell, of course, who's doing the run with you. He's put legend. Hope I'm not waiting too long for you to finish on Sunday at the finishing line. So he's not going to wait for you.
That'll be a challenge to
tell him to put his time up. Last time I came home, had me dinner, and he still hadn't finished.
Well, he's had his haircut this time, though. He's going to be more aerodynamic. He might be faster.
Streamlined.
We've got a question from Mick Scully. He's put, how welcome have the local schools been to getting involved with the club and foundation?
Yeah, the schools are great. I mean, we were in 6 schools next term. A lot of them after school clubs, which are great. I mean, we are working with the club to try and get some more things going on match day. So that's definitely in the pipeline. I can't really say too much about it at the minute, but we are working with the club and the local schools to try and get something sorted on match days. We can get the kids coming to the match days and maybe doing something at half time. So we're looking at that, and that'd be great. But yeah, we have a really good relationship with the schools. A lot of the schools just keep renewing all the time, which is fantastic.
Oh, fantastic. Have you lads, because I don't want to keep jumping in all the questions. You lads got any questions?
Clarky, I want to take you back 4 years ago, sadly.
I can't remember yesterday, never mind 4 years ago, but go on.
4 years ago, I've spoken to Busted and Mike about the same thing. How were you in the office with a certain Italian gentleman without killing him?
Me? It was hard. You know what I mean? It was hard. You've not seen him for a while, have you?
No, thankfully not. Yeah.
I mean, I've spoken to Mike. Mike says he couldn't believe it, what was coming out of his mouth. And Busted actually said you and he had to take turns each and going outside before you ended up erupting.
Yeah, I think in the end it got a bit embarrassing. It got you couldn't believe some of the things that he was coming out with at the end. So it was listen, that's happened. I think after a season we're in a much better place now. I know, but I needed to ask you. Fantastic, and we've moved on, and we're in a better place right now.
Just looking towards Sunday, there's a lot of questions coming in. But are you running with Busted and Belly, or are you just going to leave them in your wake?
Well, it depends. If they're ahead of us, I might have to like chicken leg Busted. I've already said that. I can't let Busted beat us. Belly would beat us because Belly's really, really fit and really excellent.
Yeah.
I can't have Busted beating us. No.
Mickey, do you not fancy it, Mickey?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I bumped into Clarky when he was running. I was in Gateshead doing shopping, and I was sweating just watching Clarky run down the streets. And I was carrying ice cream in the bag.
Yeah, and Ben, is there a link for to be able to sponsor you? Is that on
it'll be on there on our website and on our socials. So like any kind of money, I know it's difficult for people that will really do appreciate it. The foundation, we run on grants. And we get a grant from the National League, which is really good and helps us, with paying wages, staffing, and things like that. So anything, if it's £5, John, Stephen, or me, that go a long way. And listen, whatever we do, whatever we raise, it'll all go back into the community because all the stuff we do put on, we don't charge anything for it. So it's like we do look for grants, and George does a fantastic job looking for them. She's really good at that. And like I said, anything that we can, we'll always go back into the borough and back to the community and supporting the people of Gateshead.
Oh, fantastic.
You love it, don't you?
Tesco's, keep giving the blue tokens to the foundation.
Yeah, that was another one in Tesco's. Yeah, I've had a couple of trips in there and probably get more than I should have.
Clarky, your job satisfaction is huge, isn't it? You love it, don't you? You can just tell you just love this job.
Yeah, I do. I think it's when I played, I never really seen Gateshead, and I'm a little bit embarrassed about that. I used to come in, go to the match, go to the training ground and go home, and that was my job. And
I think most players do, don't they? That's fair enough, really.
It wasn't until I retired that I went out and I got to see Gateshead itself. I didn't realise how big it was, if I'm honest, how big the borough was. And I think it just gives us so much satisfaction now. When I go to the games and I see all the people wearing the Gateshead strips, now when I've been into the schools, I just think, oh, it's magic. All the ball boys, it's magic. The people from Walking Football, the old lads giving a stick in the crowd. It's great. I mean, I've just finished a session there at Walking Football, and the haters because I referee it but it's fine.
The Walking Football's really good fun. So that's
Clarky, where are you from originally, Ben? Sorry, Ben, where are you from?
I'm from Concert, so I'm about half an hour away. So I've done that drive for 11 years now. Yeah, I do. I really love my job. I'm very lucky that I've worked with great people, and I've been lucky. The club's always looked after me. Like Mike and Busted, they're so welcoming to us. Like this week, I've had a bit of a down week because of the schools usually tend to have the first week off, and I've been into training, watching training. Actually trained on Tuesday, which was great. The lads wanted us to join in a bit, which was I still got it. I've still got it.
Someone, I kind of find the thing they were asking if you fancy coming back for a second stint, and showing how it's done. The Legends last run.
Well, like I said, I've still got it, but the pitches were a lot smaller. We only had a little small-sided game, so they were fine. So I'm glad you had Marcus on because Marcus kept following us. He must have come off here. He's a bit scared because I was going to have a go.
We've got a message from Ginger Joe's, but good to see Clarky, a legend. I saw him score against Kiddie away in 2012-13. Do you see much of Jamie Curtis? Greetings from West Peterborough.
I speak to James in a group chat all the time. He's not very happy at the minute. He's not playing, so it's been a bit of a sore subject with Chan. So him and Chan's are having a bit of a
yeah, of course. Yeah.
We're getting exclusive there.
James, he's such a great personality. He just loves playing football, and he'll not be happy not playing. And
yeah, I mean, I must admit, we go back to that Wembley season and the squad the season before. Of the two people that have went on into management and coaching in Marwood and Jamie Chander, probably the two least that you probably would have expected because they were loose cannons at the time.
They probably still are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say that, but they both loved football as well. They loved off the field. They were crazy together. They would wind each other up nightmare together, but they absolutely loved football as well, which was the love. And obviously, Chance has gone on to do that, and James is doing fantastic in Middlesbrough. They're two great lads who I wish them all the best.
Yeah, and we've got here Curtis will be playing till he's 60, says Mason. Yeah, he still love it. He's still doing it. But that's great.
Quick trivia.
Yeah, go on, Mickey.
Which game did Clarky and Curtis both score in the same game?
Oh.
Lincoln.
There we go.
Oh, Glocky.
Let's go 2-0. What's your pop?
Yeah, there you
Was
go.
that the only time it ever happened?
I only scored 4 goals or something, so I know he's got
You can talk you
I used to say Curtis used to come up and say that's me one for the season. And then I assumed you said exactly the same. Well, that's my one for the season now.
I think we're more happy with a clean sheet, though. We're happy more with a clean sheet.
Yeah, that's leave the goal scoring to the egos at the front.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to mention with the foundation? Was there anything coming up in the coming months?
No, that's pretty much it. And thanks for having us on, lads. I think you do a great job, and I know you love the football club like me. And listen, I just want to say, just keep supporting the lads. I think they're doing fantastic. And the club, the foundation, everything's going in the right direction. And just keep looking out for what we're doing on social media and things like that. And we just keep supporting, really.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, always a pleasure to have you on, Ben. And as I say, we'll always be sharing what we've got for what comes up from the foundation on our socials. So, but once again, thank you very much, Ben. And absolutely,
thanks, Ben.
You're a legend. We don't have to tell you it.
Yeah. It's nice to hear it. So,
if Andre,
best of luck Sunday, mate.
Thanks very much, lads.
Bye. There we go. As I said, if Andre Agassi and Pep had a son, there we go. Right. Now, there's still time to enter the competition. We're going to go on a little bit further. We've got 23 in there. Rules, you must be able to come to the game on Tuesday, the 19th, and pick it up from the commentary desk, and be warned, it is a large. So if you'd like to have the T-shirt that Davey is modelling, and myself, I'll just change the camera. Boom. There you go. Big thank you to our partners, Patrick, and of course our sponsors, Northern Print Solutions. But before that, of course, it's puffing to win. But Davey, there was a release, wasn't there?
There was, eventually. Our last Pufflin.
The last Pufflin is gone. So sit back, enjoy, and say goodbye to the last Pufflin.
So this is a little fella, Freedom beckons for our little Pufflin. Now, who would have thought it'd be a bit of a star on the show of the Heat Army podcasts. Here you go. Ready for freedom, fella? The North Sea beckons. Let's go. So this is it. It's final voyage, ready for freedom in the open sea. Here we go, little Pufflin. We wish you luck. Come back in 4 years as a healthy little Pufflin. Good luck, Pufflin. Good luck, little Pufflin. There it goes. Into the big wide world. Wow.
So that's it, success.
the final pufflin from the Isle of Mair, from the 46,000 pairs which nest on here, has gone to sea. And that's the last one of 2023. We will not see them again until next year. Great news story. Great little story for the podcast. Who would have thought, eh? Delighted it's gone. And let's hope it comes back in 4 years' time as a breeding adult on this very island. I hope you've enjoyed. Remember to keep on following us, keep watching, and remember to subscribe to the Mighty Heat Army podcast. Come on, the lads.
Well, there you go. That was the emotional release of the last pufflin.
I was delighted.
Yeah,
I was chuffed. It sat there as well on my hand, well, on Rachel's hand. Normally they just jump straight off, but it just sat there. I was like, go on.
Apparently, is it a bit dusty in here? Someone's got emotional there on that.
It was very nice. Just think that was the very last one of this year. That was the very last one. It was great.
It's waited so long. It just saw James Bond at Whitley Bay.
I doubt it because he's bottled that.
Yeah. But on that note, we're going to bring in the one second, I'll change the camera. There we go. And we're going to draw now. So #puffin. So to everybody, if you're in, as I say, let's wish you luck. And here we go.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, good luck, everybody.
So who is going to win? Oh. John Dick, there we go. So John Dick,
excellent.
Well done. You're going to have to come to the commentary desk on Tuesday against Kidderminster, and you can get your polo shirt.
Come to the Isle of Man and get your puffin.
Yes, there we go. So there we go.
Done, Johnny D.
Yeah. Well, apparently Davey's been moonlighting, So 1 second, Steely, I heard you on Radio 4 at the weekend. Famous.
I was, yeah, that's right. And I didn't mention the podcast. Terrible.
What?
I'm sorry, lads.
Mickey, it's
I
good.
failed.
I'll tell us where you want us to punch him, and I'll do it when we go off camera.
Well, make sure he's had a long journey. Make sure you make his tea, then kick his ear in.
Apparently, Phil as well must have got a mushroom. I think my hay fever's still around.
Oh, I'm loving that story, aren't they?
Yeah, I know. There we go.
Loving it. Who would have thought a puffin would make a podcast?
Puffin so much, I know. So,
well, there you go.
Yeah, and thank you so much.
When you had it in the bag, I thought you were just going to throw it in the sea in the bag.
You thought he was doing like an Al Capone goodbye, just dropping it into the water.
I was expecting a blue whale jumping up and scranning it.
Concrete shoes straight in there. So, yeah. If you want to get your predictions in for Saturday as well, we'll go on a little bit longer. Also as well, someone's asking about should it have been a second yellow on Saturday? Should it have been a second yellow? I think it should have been.
Was that for the Oldham striker?
Yeah, the Oldham player. Yeah.
Shelton.
Yeah, Shelton.
In my opinion.
I think so.
Because he played for Oldham.
That's what it is. Apparently, John Dick says thank you, and the diet beckons. Yes, I've started on mine so I can fit into mine. So I see it's 2.5 now, lads. In 4 weeks.
Good work,
yeah.
So, good work.
John, it'll come as a lovely Christmas present.
Hang on. Well, lasses, you know what it is, right? I'm not advertising that, but come here, bring it here.
What's going on? Oh, look at this.
I tell you what, I'll put this one on. Hang on, that camera. So turn. It's there. She's making Angel of the North gated ones now. Look at that.
Yes. Let's have that.
I think the Heat Army hats and bears and angels will be of order this year. But there you go. Look at that. Well done.
Superb.
So
this is brilliant.
Yeah. People are getting them in. The predictions 3-1. We went down there. Was it 5-2 or 5-1? We won
5-2 last year.
5-2, yeah, against a team that doesn't take them in. Someone's been really nosy and put, is that a Titanic newspaper behind you, Davey? It is, yeah, New York Times.
Jay, to be honest, Jay's really into maritime disaster things. He's really into that stuff.
I've watched them with Jack when he was obsessed at the beginning of the year. I know me fair share. 3-2 to the Heat is Trina. 2-2. Ken Webster's went 2-1, as has Boiler Sports. Stuart Allen has went 2-0, and thought it was a puffin. Someone said, no, it's an angel. Before we start, she is not knitting puffins, right? That's what we're...
Oh, you'd make a killing.
Oh, I know.
My goodness.
4-1, and we've got 1-1 there as well. But yeah, as I say, Davey, as I say, we've got you here in the flesh.
Absolutely, this is fantastic.
All three,
I'm
we're
loving
gonna
this setup.
We're gonna have to get together. We all say this.
We are.
Davey's getting a little preview of what we can do for when we'll have the 400th show.
Is this mine as well?
Yes,
Look at
it
this.
is
You get
yours.
free
Yeah,
drinks
look,
as well.
yeah,
Look
he's Aldi's finest. Look at
My
that.
goodness, yeah.
No expense spared.
Yeah.
Sorry, I tell a lie. Lidl, not Aldi.
Little.
There we
Little.
go.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. So yeah, fantastic. But no, as I said, I know you were a little bit embarrassed about that video. I thought
a little bit.
Hello, Davies, because I put a little bit of stock footage in there. The puffins at the beginning weren't what he sent us. Neither were the sea lions. And then, of course, I thought it was a seal at the end, and it wasn't. And it was a Californian one as well.
It was a Californian sea lion. So someone out there will say, "Oh, well, that's not a seal." So yeah, but it's still beautiful.
Yeah,
no, I just don't like watching myself on these like TV or media.
So it'd be awful if someone just put you like full screen on a podcast.
Yes, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Thanks, Davey.
Yeah. Look at this. He's got Boiler Sports is up to 1,350 subscribers now. Only more to come. I'm jealous. We need another 320.
Yeah,
well done.
Boiler, yeah.
We want to get up to 1,000 as well. So tell your people. We've got what's happening for the 400th show. We are going to start to put out some feelers. I think, I don't want to name the pub, but it'll be one close to the stadium, I would imagine, if there is a date free.
Yeah.
They've normally been very accommodating to us. We did our 100th and 200th show from the 3 tons, and it's the same ownership. So hopefully we can do something like that. And
in person.
In person, and have you all here. We'll have you on camera. We'll put a
I was
mic
down there on Sunday, actually.
Is that when you went to see Velasquez?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, what a segue that was. Look at this. The ladies, they won 8-1 their first league game of the season.
Oh, good start. Mickey, what was it like?
First 15 minutes, you could tell it was a new season.
Yeah.
I think they were a bit excited, and when they settled down and played football,
which
is good a performance I've seen from us for a while.
I'm not surprised we won 8-1.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, there was a lot of candidates for man of the match. I mean, Craig got a hat-trick, Jess Douglas got 2, and Shaw Hoagie got 2.
We must be serious contenders, are we, for the division? Well, certainly to go up.
Got to see what Ponteland are like.
Okay.
Ponteland and Blythetown have come down. And
it'd be an interesting dynamic to see what the league's like after. Well, like you normally see after 10 games, isn't it?
Yeah,
you'll get a feel.
Settle in. Yeah.
So see what it's like. We've got a message here, Steely. When are you next back in Ireland? Are you staying with Dave tonight? Yes, we're topping tailing. More lasses on the settee.
I've kicked Mark out. I'm having Mark's place tonight.
Yeah. So to say, Mark normally lives here with me. It's to spoil the illusion. But and my wife comes back to knit.
Yeah.
So there you go. And I did see Sean Parry in Little today, and he said he was going to mention that it was Little Coke. We've got messages saying it's a nice show tonight. Thank you very much.
It's a great show tonight.
There we go. And there we go. We need to see other Gateshead legends. Yes, we do work on it. It is some are reluctant to come on. Some don't like being on camera, and it just. I mean, you may have seen I tried to reach out to Jamal Fifield. For some reason, he will not reply to me.
Oh,
so yeah,
bless him.
So we'll tried lots of times.
Yeah, I've been busy this week.
Nice.
I've seen he's been in see some prisoners this week.
But he has got a podcast out talking to Macaulay Langstaff. So if anyone wants to have a look at that, go on his social media.
I've watched it actually. It's quite good.
Cheers, but for the 400th, need to get Mike and Ian on. We'll try. We don't know what exactly we're going to do yet. It's depend on what day it falls on, what kind of fixtures there is. There might be a long away trip, whatever. But we'll definitely try some. We'll try and get Chris Bush on. In fact, he liked the lifestyle up here, as I've been told.
Yeah, to say the least.
And we've got, when's the next ladies' night on the podcast? We don't know yet. We'll probably after about 5-6 games, once we've got a feel for how they are in the league, and
we've got so much content, haven't we? So much potential content that's out there, you know.
It's went up.
It's brilliant.
And a big thank you to everybody. We're going to wrap it up shortly, but went on an hour and 15. I had a feeling we'd overrun tonight because the guests were fantastic. And I say Davey showed up fashionably late, but he's made an hour. He's got his clocked in. He's got his minutes.
I'm happy.
He's got his happy. But
first day off in 3 weeks, so that's good news.
And he's still got another 3-hour drive still.
3-hour drive, yeah,
3-hour drive
absolutely.
after leaving here. So there we go. And we can say, me and Mickey are going to watch Rutherford play the ladies play. So he's doing some scouting.
Yeah.
Well, Rutherford and Thornaby are playing each other on Sunday, and the winners of that tie will play Gateshead in the Women's FA Cup.
Oh, keep us informed of that one then, Mickey.
Well,
so I'll be off to see that one. And while I'm on about the lasses as well, lads, it was great to see as many people there. There was a fair few.
Good stuff.
People turned up on Sunday, so hopefully they keep coming. It was fantastic.
There must be a fly that's landed on the camera. Yeah, as all of a sudden there's a blur there. So just looking around, there's a fly there.
What's going on?
No, before we go, just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has tuned in tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you to Davey for making the extra effort to come on today. You could have just been on the road going home. So thank you, Davey.
No, it's great. Thank you for your hospitality.
Obviously to Mickey and our guests, it has been absolutely fantastic. And I say good luck to Ben Clark on Saturday. Remember, like and subscribe as well. That would be amazing if you could do that and help us just reach more people. But as I say, if anyone got the bear there, 1 second, my wife is prepared to knit some more, so she'll get a price together because she put a lot of hours into this. So I don't know. What do you think the price will be, Elaine? I don't know. Probably under a tenner. But if anyone does want, we'll have to give her feelers because she'll have to buy the wool if she wants to make some more. But there you are. There's little Marcus. Rah! Give me goals. So there we go. But yeah. So keep an eye on that. And hopefully when it gets a bit cooler as well, we'll get the Heed Army podcast hats as well. Hang on.
I'm impressed by this. Look at this. It's the angel.
We'll change the camera.
Together.
Now, the fly is completely...
The fly is, fly, get off.
There we go. Right now, go on.
Look at that.
Look at that. There you go.
It's going to be the angel.
Oh, look at that. She's even got the Patrick P on there as well. Oh, look at that.
Goodness.
Hey, I tell you what.
Goodness. There's marketing for you.
Yes, from the fan. Yes, from the fan club. So there might be some orders in there, Elaine. Right. On that note, we're going to say goodbye. It has been absolute pleasure.
Brilliant.
And as I say, everyone, thank you. It has been a really good one. And if you can donate or support Ben on Sunday, look out for him on the telly. And it should be really good. It's So hang on 1 second. We've got one here. Negotiations will need to begin with Boiler Sports for him to voice you to his subscribers. He better get us up to 1,000 subscribers. We want to make 50 pence a year as well.
Before we go, can I say to the young'uns, can you please stop doing this such and such signs for Leaves Gateshead, because you've got me 3 times now.
Oh yeah, I must admit I have had to block not block, but I've took it away from my feed, the Gateshead FC FIFA thing, because they're using the very real images, like what the club put up saying that we've signed a player, and then when you look more, it's for FIFA 23. So if you're gonna do it, make your own images. Don't steal the club's ones and use them for that. It's just frustrating. But on that note, everybody, have a safe trip if you're going down to Eastleigh. Wishing the lads well for the Eastleigh trip. Yes, it's a long one, and Boiler Sports, but that will be me. So yeah, stop it. Right. On that note, everybody, massive thank you. Share the podcast, and lads, it's been a pleasure. And as I say,
brilliant, David. Brilliant,
everyone, we'll see you next time. I'm just trying to look for the
everyone.
image. Bye.
Bye.